How often does someone tell you that there's a new product on the market in the RV industry that's a game changer? Well, I found one. It's phenomenal. I'll show it to you after the intro. Hi, I'm Jim, and this is Airstreamer. And on our channel, my wife Michelle and I do full-time RV travel. And not only do we find interesting destinations and sometimes some mishaps, we have a chance to show you some of our favorite new and innovative products for this RV lifestyle. And the one I've got today truly is a game changer for us. What I'm talking about is the brand new Haloview BT10 TPMS. This is a rear view camera with built-in TPMS. Now, that's not such a big deal. There's been lots of those, but this one is special because it can replace your rear view mirror on your tow vehicle. Haloview did reach out to us and say they had a brand new product they wanted us to try out and give their feedback, and I agreed because this is something that I've actually been looking for quite a while. The rear camera, I view as a critical element when we're driving down the road. The idea that you're blind behind you never set well with me. So the rear view camera lets us see behind. But what I don't like is the monitor sits on our dash and blocks some of my view forward. This, however, where it's actually a rear view mirror, amazing. And let me show you something they've done that's really innovative. I'm going to peel this off, this protective coating right here, and look at this. Look at this. You can see yourself in it. When it's not on, this is actually a mirror. So you can leave it up and you can see behind yourself because it's a mirror. And when you turn it on, then it lights up and you can start to see behind you. In fact, let me plug it in and show you what I mean. I've got to grab the end, and I've got to plug it in right here and watch what happens here. There it comes right there. And you're going to see out the front cam because I don't have the rear cam hooked up yet. So not only do you get to see behind you, but this has a front-facing camera that then is recording everything in front of you as well. You have a recording rear view camera and a recording dash camera and tire pressure monitoring right here, all in one device, out of the way where you normally have your rear view mirror anyway. So it's a place you're used to looking. And this totally eliminates all that dashboard clutter. No TPMS monitor sitting on your dashboard, no rear view camera sitting on your dashboard, just an unobstructed view of everything in front of you as you're driving down the road. Safety first. I installed the new camera just a few minutes ago. Let's look at that now. So what we need to do now is take the original camera off from the Haloview system, and then I'm going to swap it out with the new one, which is a little bit different on the new BT10. One of those things I kind of forget how I done this before, and I know I spliced the wires in here. That's what I'm remembering now. So I had to remove this cover, and maybe I should have reviewed my original video. So what we need to do is get this thing set up to take our wiring. So their quick connect that they come supplied with, I'm going to cut that. There we are. There's my original connection right there. Now we're just going to have to take this apart and connect the new camera. getting all of the old sealant off. I had used some Captain Trolleys on this because it's all I had at the time when I put this on originally. I just want to get it all off of there. And I found out that alcohol seems to help remove the dried Captain Trolleys. And I happen to have a bottle right here that we use for sanitizing all of our lines. Non-toxic alcohol, well, all alcohol is toxic. This is actually Everclear. So I use this when we go to campsites to sterilize our water lines coming in, spray it all. I spray the hose connector when we go to a campsite because you never know who's connected what to that. And anyway, this sterilizes it. Very, very inexpensive and totally safe. Food safe. Same as the installation of the original camera. Since I don't have the Furrion Quick Connect, I'm going to cut this wire and connect it, hardwire it together with the wires that are coming out of the Airstream right here. Since that camera is powered by the 12-volt system on the Airstream, I'm going to go light up our rally lights and it should start receiving here on the monitor. In fact, I should probably put the antennas on. That'll help. I'm going to power this off. I'm going to put these antennas on. You just screw right into there. And they're even marked monitor right on them. Let's go get ourselves lit. Got the rally lights on that should be providing a 12-volt signal to that camera. I've got our antennas on. We're plugged in. We got power. Let's power this up. Check this out. This is so cool. All right, let's power this up and see what happens. We have to hold that in. Oh, there it comes. Haloview. Look at that. Look at that. And we can change views. There's my front view. So we can change to just the front view right there. Whoops. I bumped a button. So we can change just to the front camera view, which if I turn this way, there I am. Look at that. Or touch this again. We got two screens and this, we got one. And let's say your camera isn't aimed right. You can adjust what you see. Right there. So you have where it needs to be. And let me show you something else this has got. Oh, let's come up this way and let's go into the settings and we're going to do the parking lines and we're going to turn on the parking lines. We're going to turn them on right there. Back up out of there. And now we have backup lines on there to help us aim. So in the split view, you do see the full camera view, which is kind of what we're used to seeing. And I go to this and I've got just like the rear view mirror. So it's just like you're looking in the rear view mirror. And again, the coolest thing, I got a mirror. It's a mirror as well. So I'm going to install this right now on our rear view mirror. And then I'm going to work on getting some of the parking lines set up. We are stationary where we are for about the next 6 weeks. So it's going to be a little bit before I get to test this out in a driving situation. But rest assured in our videos that we have coming up, we're going to be doing quite an extensive journey and making good use of this. What's our next journey, you ask? Well, we've been at Crater Lake for the entire summer doing some work camping, and we can't wait to tell you about that. We've got all kinds of tips about coming to Crater Lake or visiting any of our national parks. But we've decided to go back to Arizona this winter. We had such a good time where we were volunteering for the Arizona State Parks at Kartchner Caverns. We're going to go back there. But we're at Crater Lake, but we're going to go to Arizona via Idaho and British Columbia. Can't wait to take you along on that journey. That is kind of the not direct route, but should provide for some very exciting times. all kinds of new stuff we really want to share with you during that trip. But let's get this new Haloview strapped onto our rear view mirror and see how this is going to work for us. All right, we've got that strapped on there. Oh, let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. And here's one of the things. Look at, we use suction cups and they leave residue all over the window. I can get rid of that. But look at that nice open dash now. Look. Fitting fell off. This is so cool. And look, you can see we're parked right in front of the Airstream and it's a rear view mirror. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. There it comes up, Haloview. And bink. There's our view. And we're looking in front of us right now. So I'm sure that I can adjust this view as well. Just like that. Oh, and the camera can be aimed where you need it to be. So I see it is picking up. It's a pretty wide angle cam. It is picking up the edge of the mirror just a little bit off on that other side right there. You can kind of see that. So maybe we'll have to slide it over a little bit. But that is just amazing. Now I have not installed the tire pressure monitoring system yet. I haven't synced those. And by the way, Haloview did say that the same monitors, the stem monitors for the tire pressure monitoring system will work. But I'm going to go ahead and install the new ones. That just gives a new set. And we're going to have to sync it up. And that's going to be interesting because I can't quite sync it the way I did before. I need to let you know that this new monitor needs at least 9 volts to run. And the old one would run off a little less voltage, off of about 5 volts. 5, there we are, volts. And that was great because I have a portable battery pack that I could plug into that, a little recharging pack, and it would power up the monitor and I could just take it around to all the various tires on the Airstream and sync it up. But this new monitor requires more power than that. And I can't use my battery. And in fact, I thought that the monitor was dead. I had to contact Haloview and I said, hey, the monitor you sent me is no good. And they said, did you read in the instructions that it needs to have a PD type USB-C outlet to be powered? And no, because I did not read the instructions. If I read the instructions, do I have to give up my MAN card? Is that how that works? So once I plugged it into a power distribution outlet, the higher voltage USB-C outlets, it powered right up. So we're kind of debating how we're going to power it right now in the truck. I've got a couple ideas. We have a 2022 Ford F-150, and the outlets in the truck are not the power distribution outlets. So they don't have enough oomph to fire this thing up, to power it up. Haloview does send you a cigarette lighter adapter, a power port adapter you can plug in, and this will run off of that. Also, our Starlink Mini, I have a cigarette lighter adapter for it that'll power the Starlink Mini. So when we travel, we can just throw that on the dash. And it has a power distribution outlet on that does power the Haloview. And in fact, that's exactly how I'm powering this thing right now. So I'm going to do some last minute camera adjustments on this, and then we're going to go out and change out the tire pressure monitors, little stem monitors, and sync them up with our new Haloview. All right, we're going to attempt to show you how the tire pressure system sets and all. We're going to put it into a learn mode. I've left our RV Mate covers on. I'm just kind of tucking them out of the way right now just so I can get to this. And I've taken the old TPMS sensor off. And so I have the new one. I've already got my nut on there, the locking nut, to make sure that they don't grow legs and walk away. And here's our new pressure sensor. So I'm going to start screwing this on, and we're going to get it all set to go. And then I've got our monitor here. And what I've done is I actually have it plugged into a this thing right here that provides power. And then these have enough of the voltage that it'll actually power the Haloview camera. Look at that. It's a mirror. Did I mention this is a mirror? But yet it also is the monitoring system. And we're going to learn the tires. So we are going to learn this tire, and then we press auto learn. There's a thing, boy, it is kind of hard to see, isn't it, for you, but it says auto learn right there. I'm going to touch that, and then I'm going to screw this monitor in, and it should automatically set this to that tire. There we are. And it grabbed it, and I've got the pressure right on there. Let's see, line that up. So it learned that one. So we're just going to keep going through and get the 3 remaining tires set, and then we'll be all set to monitor the tire pressure. One really good thing is that TPMS repeater is the same between the BT7 and the BT10 models. So I don't have to disconnect that repeater. I can use the same one. It's great news. So you tell me, is this new Haloview BT10 a game changer or not? Do you use a rear camera on your rig? Let me know in the comments below. Do you use a TPMS in your rig? Again, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'm Jim, and for Michelle, this is Airstreamer, and we'll see you down the road. Do you use? Try that again. So I am going to, what am I going to go do right now? Oh, press OK to override. No.